All right, good night, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sports Scene, wherever you are right throughout the country. Great to have you on board here. And with us, of course, is Api. How are you, man? How you doing?
I'm good, Laurie. And good night to all the viewers watching. And Laurie, how was your weekend?
Yeah, mine was pretty good. We had the Telikom Super Nines happen right throughout the weekend.
Wow,
it was the Southern Confederates, an absolute 3 days of, we had under 20s the first day, then we had women's, and then also we had the men's. In Port Moresby, the Southern Confederates. In Lae was the Northern Confederates. In Kokopo, the NGI Confederates. And speaking of Kokopo, you have noticed that Dinny is not with us. She's still in Kokopo, and we'll catch up with her very shortly. And in the Highlands region, we had Minj as well. That's where the Highlands Confederate was held of the Telikom Super Nines. Now, before we get into anything else, Api, you graduated.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Laurie.
Yeah. So what did you study?
I did diploma in hospitality and tourism.
Yep.
At
so what are you doing
school.
here? I'm just joking. Well, congratulations. It's always good to get a paper, and hopefully down the track you can maybe, I don't know, do some hospitality. I don't know. Do something for us, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
All right. We'll leave it at that. Listen, on the show tonight, we've got Matt Church that I'll be speaking to via Zoom, of course. And also, as we said earlier on, Dinnierose in Kokopo for the NGI Telikom Super Nines Confederate shall give us highlights of that. Api also went out to Amini Park. Well, not really Amini Park, but Bava, right?
Bisini.
Bisini for the BSB school cricket. We'll talk about that. And also, man, what a big welcome by the PNG Kapuls. Your one talks in Kalo, the Kepo brothers, huh?
Yes.
Wow. That was...
the village was proud because they watched them like at 12 a.m. The matches were on EMTV.
Yeah.
Man, those two guys did very well.
Well, we'll talk about that very shortly. But now, please, Api, give us a rundown of last weekend's scores.
Okay, to NRL weekend scoreline. What a cracking match of round 4 results. Thursday night, Titans versus West Tigers. Last minute thriller try by the Gold Coast Titans to get over the line, winning 8-6. Sharks proving too strong for Newcastle Knights, 18-0. Penrith Panthers defeating the Sydney Rabbitohs 26-12. And the return of Sean Johnson boosting New Zealand Warriors to defeat the Brisbane Broncos 26. And Daly Cherry Evans, I tell you, he was in perfect form to get over Manly Seagulls, defeating Canberra Raiders 25-6. And Sydney Roosters defeating North Queensland Cowboys 28-4. And Sunday, Laurie, Sunday, epic game, big scoreline. Yeah. Melbourne Storm defeating Bulldogs 44-0.
You paused there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're obviously Melbourne, I can see.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, good win by Melbourne, but not really good return for Josh Adokar. Huh?
Sorry. But, hey, and the Eels trashing the Dragons 48-14.
Wow,
I tell you those, they got the combination right, and everything's going well for the Parramatta Eels right now. Yeah,
Mitch Moses was in devastating form.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's in the NRL, huh?
Yeah, okay. NRL. Round 4.
Okay,
moving on to Host Plus Cup. Round 3 results. Blackhawks defeating Wynnum Manly 28-12. Belly Bears 18-6 win over the Dolphins. And Sunshine Coast 28-16 win over the Magpies. And the Capras, number 1, still undefeated, defeating Ipswich Jets 32-12. North Devils 13-4. Must have been a cracker because it's a close game, 13-4. I'm sure. And the East Tigers defeating our homeboys SP Hunters 22-12. Mackay Cutters 24-22 against Northern Pride, ending off round 3 of the Host Plus Cup.
All right, thanks so much, Api, for that. We now, not a pretty good result for the Barramundis, even though we lost, but they finished off on that series, huh? The PNG Barramundis over in Malaysia.
Yes, they had the fifth match on Friday, where they lost to Nepal by 37 runs. Then they played defeated Malaysia scoring 199.
Yep.
A huge score done by Tony Ura and Asad Vala, the captain. And I tell you, Tony Ura hitting 10 sixes, and we've got a footage of the wonderful sixes and the boundaries hit by the two guys. Massive rap to the boys, taking over our PNG boys, giving them that grand final spot in the Tri-Nation Series in Nepal. Yeah, 10 sixes. Laurie, 10 sixes.
Man, the guys, Tony Ura, when he's on form, he really is. He was 89 of some 33 balls or something. Absolutely amazing.
Unstoppable. 86 of 34.
86 of 34. My goodness. Okay, thanks for that, Api. Now we've take a quick look at the Kepo brothers. Of course, we're talking the PNG Kapuls. They came back from Qatar for the Oceania World Cup qualifiers. We didn't make it, but overnight heroes, here they are. It was all decked out. They went out to Kalo, and mate, you're from Kalo. Tell us a bit about it.
The village was full of pride. As you can see the photos, the two brothers, outstanding performance in the OFC. So bringing so much joy and tear and happiness to the village. Everyone was there to welcome them home. And I'm pretty sure they will keep up that form for the Mini Pacific Games and onwards. And the Kepo brothers and the Kapuls, I know they're going to bounce back and bring in a good squad for the next OFC.
What it does, Api, is because of they're from the village. They're literally from the village. So it's just made our own village boys, the younger boys, like, well, if uncle can make it, if my big brother can make it, literally straight from Kalo to a World Cup qualifier. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, they went through the Hekari pathway there. Man, that's an amazing achievement.
Yeah. For our village boys, this is inspiration, not only for people in Kalo, but across Papua New Guinea. And seeing them perform that well, man, I'd probably be a soccer star by watching our guys do that.
All right, listen, thanks so much, Api. We will take a short time out now. On the other side, we'll be speaking to Dinnierose live and exclusive from Kokopo. Catch you then. All right, good night, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Scene. As we said earlier on, we're going to catch up with Dinnierose. She's in Kokopo for the Telikom Super 9's NGI Confederates. Let's check it out.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports In. Hey, Api. Hey, Lawrence. Thanks for letting me join you guys all the way from beautiful Kokopo. It's been a lovely 2 days of fantastic rugby league, grassroots rugby league action here for the Telikom Super 9s. This is the NGI Confederate. Look, we've just wound up day 2, and it's been all fantastic. We've seen some great talent from provinces such as New Ireland Province, West New Britain, as well as home team as well. They've involved the university as well, Vudal, UNRI. They've fielded players in all divisions. Speaking of divisions, we had the under-20 men's division, and we had both the senior men's and women's teams who took the field in day 2. Unfortunately, we were not able to showcase the under-20 men's games from day 1, but in day 2, all the finals, we showcased all of them today. So it's been fantastic. And day 1, we've seen some great players that have come through, and we were able to speak to them at the end of day 1. So let's take a look at some of those conversations as well.
They swing back into the middle as Christine Buang is straight through, and of course she puts the ball down for their first. They've got the speed. Ooh, nicely met. The ball is bounced. Off he goes. 70 meters. It's a dash to the try line.
Buena Malana to you. I'm here with a representative, the head of operations for the New Guinea Islands region, Bill Wartovo. That's for Telikom, a representative from Telikom. Bill, thank you so much for your time, and how are you this morning?
Very well, thank you. I mean, it's raining, but look, I think people are looking forward for this day, rugby league day today, so I am blessed.
Telikom has come on board supporting this Confederates. The significance of Telikom coming on board and supporting raw talent from across the region in all areas in Papua New Guinea, but for NGI specifically, just share with us what does it mean for you guys to be part of this?
It means a lot because Telikom is a nationally owned company. and to come back here and be part of the locals here, I think it is a milestone in itself. Bringing the game here and sponsoring the game here, to us, we see that it's not something that will go in vain, but it's an investment in rugby league for the future.
Now that we are seeing talent coming in, what would you like to say to, obviously this is not the rest of the NGI here. What would you like to say in terms of the sport and, in the future, any involvement with Telikom? What would you like to invite, more youngsters to come and be part of, this talent development and pathways like this?
Yes, obviously. I mean, this is, we'd like to have this as more like a family game, so families will come in and people invest in and we'd like the community to be part of it. So by having the community, you also have the kids to come along, and it makes the story that this is a family sport. People will look forward to coming here. Thank you.
Last question, Bill. We have New Ireland, we have West New Britain, and we have the home team here. Before they take the field, any message for them?
Yes, it is. I mean, let's play the game in the true spirit of sports, unity and the relationship that we have, and enjoy the game. It's not so much about the physical part of things, but it's about enjoying your game out there. You enjoy the game, you play the game with the passion for rugby league. You'll show your colors in the field. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bill. Any last words you would like to share?
I'd just like to see. I mean, this has been a home ground for some of the big names out there. So we'd like to see more of those young talents coming out through such initiatives here.
All right, Bill, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day today. Day 2 of the Kokopo Islands leg of the Telikom Super Nines.
Thank you, and we're looking forward to more games and showing of talents out here today. Thank you.
Play performance play good. Performance like how we play cooperate inside the field, how we talk. And me and my slots like cooperation don't play inside. How we play inside the field, we talk more. All the best, we go inside, kick the ball, we win, we can go back to West New Britain.
Those are the highlights from the NGI leg here in Kokopo of the Telikom Super Nines. That's about it, guys. I am so tired. It's been a very long 2 days. I don't think myself and the team have slept much. So I'm just gonna leave you guys. As you guys can see, I don't have any more energy. Don't laugh at me. Do not laugh at me. Okay, I'll say bye to you guys now. Over to you back in studio. I know you guys miss me. Just get the studio nice and ready for me next week. Bye, guys.
Dini, you really tired? Man, I thought you were... She was in the gym, wasn't she, Happy? She was doing some gym work or something like that. She shouldn't be that tired.
Yeah, she's always active.
Okay, well, anyway. That's Dini in Kokopo for the Telikom Super Nines NGI Confederates. Up next, Matt Church. I'll be speaking to him via Zoom right here on Sports Scene. All right, welcome back to Sports Scene. Time to talk rugby league via Zoom. And without a failure, always online, we're talking to the coach of the SP PNG Hunters, Matthew Church. Coach, good evening and thanks again for joining us on Sports Scene.
Good evening, Lawrence. Good evening, viewers. And good to be back on Sports Scene.
All right, Coach. Well, third game wasn't what we expected. What's your take on what just happened? You had a couple of debutants as well.
Yeah, look, we had 3 debutants. We had 9 players who have less than 10 Queensland Cup games experience against a team that had 10 NRL players or players with NRL experience. So we always knew it was going to be a tough game, and we didn't help ourselves with our ball control at times. I think we turned the ball over on 7 or 8 occasions on the first tackle. So that and a few opportunities that we didn't capitalise on, and when in a game that finishes 10 points difference in a 2-possession game, we probably let ourselves down just a little bit with our execution.
Voko, he did pretty well. You're going to stick with him and see if he persists?
Yeah, look, Jamie's probably been our better half throughout the preseason, and unfortunately picked up a hamstring injury just before we left to come to Australia, and then sort of agitated a little bit. So he's a little bit slow to get his debut. He probably would have got it round one if he was fit and ready. But yeah, going to persist with Jamie. I really like the way he plays and how he controls, and that just building that combination moving forward. A funny little story with Jamie is his dad and I played against each other when his dad played for the Vikings back in the. So yeah, you get to learn how old you are as a coach when you're handing debuts to guys that you played footy against their dad.
Their dad, wow, that's a pretty good story, Church. Thanks for that. It's easier said than done, but pretty much we hold on to the ball, we get a bit more chances.
Yeah, look at that, and that's a common thing. If you watch the Dinnierose Cup, the ball security is not the greatest, and I guess you probably don't get punished at that level because the teams that you're coming up against sort of complete around the same area. But the teams that we play against, they can put you to the sword if you do not hold on to the ball. So yeah, that's definitely something that we've been working on. We actually had better ball security than the East Tigers on the weekend. We just didn't capitalise on our opportunities.
This weekend, who do you take on?
The Falcons in rivalry round, so obviously reliving the 2017 grand finals. So they match us up on them on rivalry round. So it was 1-1 last year, and we're hoping to make it 2-0 this year when we come up against them 2 times.
Will they have their NRL players in that as well? It's pretty much all the Q Cup teams will have their NRL feeder players in there.
Yeah, look, NRL teams have been dropping players back into the competition, so we're expecting quite a few. They have a number of players just recruited to the Falcons that have NRL experience. I think Darren Shawnee dropped back from Melbourne Storm and is just contracted to the Falcons, and same with Tyson Smoothie, who they both played in NRL last year. Yep. So yeah, look, all the teams that we come up against, we're going to face NRL players, and COVID sort of helps a little bit because I think NRL squads have to keep 24 players, so that the numbers do limit and what they come back. Each week we always face someone that's got NRL experience.
Coach Church, we're Papua New Guinea. We're very, very passionate about rugby league and winning. What can you be able to share to Papua New Guinea to just believe in the process, and things will happen, but it'll take a bit of time?
Yeah, look, it's going to take time. Anyone that knows anything about PNG Rugby League, and if you look at our squad, you know that we're going to be young and inexperienced. We've taken a bit of a direct line to go younger because our role at the Hunters is to produce NRL players. It's, while everyone in PNG expects us to win every game, my mindset is slightly different, and, I want to take some really value out of sending 3 or 4 guys to the NRL in my time as Hunters coach. So, look, it's going to hurt in results at times where we find our way to win games of footy, but in 2 or 3 years' time, this should be a fairly consistent football program where we're just rolling guys into 2 or 3 years of this system and hopefully progressing them to the NRL.
I mean, throughout the week, you're training, the mentality there, the boys, it's all there. It's just the implementation or just execution on game day.
Yeah, look, we often have visitors come to training, and we had Wayne Bennett come to training the other day, and he came past and just gave us a bit of advice in and around that sort of stuff. And he said, look, we're one of the better teams that he's seen, the way that we train and how we apply ourselves and how respectful the players are of the coaching staff. So in that regard, you can't get any better praise because no one's done it for longer than Wayne.
Very quickly. Any major changes to the team list, or you're going to stay pretty much what we saw against the Sunshine Falcons this weekend? Yeah,
look, it's going to be very similar. I think Judah Rimbu comes back from concussion. He picked up just a head knock in last week's training program. Jamie got through the game. We were mindful of his injury, but he managed to get through the 80 minutes. So that's something that's a real positive. So. It'll be pretty much the same. There'll just be probably one change on the bench.
Okay. Great stuff, Church. Always a pleasure talking to you. And as always, we believe in you. We believe in the system, and we're definitely sure the win is just around the corner. Well, a couple of wins, I'm sure, is just around the corner. Thanks again, and best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Lawrence. See you next week.
All right, there we go. Coach Church, this weekend they take on the Sunshine Coast Falcons. We'll take a short time out now, and we'll be back with more on Sports Scene. All right, this is the last segment of Sports Scene for tonight. A whole heap of fun we've had with you already. But now, Api was out and about this week. He was over at the cricket. Let's check it out. The BSP school cricket. Here we go.
We are here at the Bicini Cricket Oval as the BSP Cricket Bash is going on. For school cricket, as you can see, some of the students at the back of me having fun. And also, we have the BSP School Cricket Program Coordinator who will give us an insight on the programs today.
BSP School Cricket Program is Cricket PNG's biggest development program so far, and about 11 centers are engaged in the program. Namely, from the Highlands region, we have Southern Highlands region, Jiwaka, Western Highlands, and Eastern Highlands, as well as Southern region, we have NCD, Central, Morobe, and Milne Bay. From the Momase region, we have Madang, and one of them is Madang, and I think those are the centers that are involved in cricket BSP program. We have in Evadana Primary as well as St. Peter's Primary who are participating in the BLAST program right now, and we have representatives from under 13 and under 15, both boys and girls, and involved in the BLAST program today. The program has been running for almost 12 years now, and thanks to BSP, it wouldn't have come this far without their support. BSP and Cricket PNG are planning to have organized more BSP BLAST programs. We are planning to engage secondary schools, girls especially, to come on board and be a part of the BSP School Cricket program.
Let's get straight into the draws for this weekend. Please, Api.
Yes, weekend preview, round 5 NRL. Newcastle Knights versus Manly Seagulls on Thursday. Tonight, hey, what a great game.
That's right.
Home game for the Newcastle Knights. Friday, we have New Zealand Warriors versus Queensland Cowboys. Then 7:55 match, Brisbane Broncos take on the Sydney Roosters. And on Saturday, we have Canberra Raiders playing the Melbourne Storm, South Sydney Rabbitohs playing St. George Dragons, and Gold Coast Titans playing Parramatta Eels at night. And on Sunday, the last two games, Sharks versus West Tigers, and Bulldogs playing on the undefeated Penrith Panthers. And Host Plus Cup round 4, we have our home guys, SP Hunters, playing Sunshine Coast Falcons 3 p.m. on Saturday. Their Northern Pride take on Black Hawks, and the undefeated Capras versus the Cutters. And on Sunday, the first game 2 p.m. Valley Best take on Tweeted Seagulls. Winner Manly Seagulls versus Redcliffe Dolphins. East Tigers versus Jets. North Devils versus the Magpies. Taking you on to Pomka Men's 50 over match. On Saturday, we have United versus Purperna at Amini Park. Then we have Pari versus Hoods at University Oval 1. Then on Sunday, we have Kempa versus Coasters at Amini Park, and Wanderers versus Raukele at University Oval 1. And the women's 30 over match on Saturday, all the matches will be played at Sir John Guys. Hoods versus Coasters, Wanderers versus Kempa. And on Sunday, Purpurna versus United and Raukele versus Pari. And that wraps up round 4 of Pomka long match format for cricket.
All right, thank you very much, Api, for the POMCA cricket draws, and good luck to all the men and women that are playing there. Okay, if you do want your draws on screen now, please contact us at these numbers that we have here, or you can Facebook us, all right, at Sports Scene as well. Or if you want, you can come and leave the draws here at Level 2 Garden City here in Boroko. Happy, anything else you want to mention?
And Laurie, the championship nines are going on this weekend.
Thank you for the reminder, Api. We've got the Telikom Super Nines National Championships. That is the best of the best regions coming together. It will be played at the NFS, and guess what? It'll be live and free exclusively on your number one to watch, EMTV. That's on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be commentating with my good brother Dennis, and we'll bring you all the games of the under-20s, women's, and the men's. Anything else? Melbourne Storm plus 13, you reckon?
Yeah, 13 plus.
Yeah.
And a good round of tipping.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's excited to go and place their bets. And yeah, a great game of sport going on this weekend in PNG too, the Telikom Nines.
Thanks very much for that, Api and Dini. We actually don't miss you wherever you are. Don't worry. But now hope to see you back next week, Thursday, for another round of Sports Scene. That's it for us. Episode 11 done and dusted. On behalf of all the crew here, it's good night and go the Broncos.
Go Melbourne.